She was exhausted. She was busy with a 10-hour shift, and she couldn't help but wonder if her baby's doing all right without her. She was excited to finish the shift, and the moment she clocked out, she hurried to the daycare. She fetched her child and made her way home. She took her son to the bathroom so that he could take a bath as she normally does after a long day. She then noticed something strange beneath his clothes. She was stunned. Alicia was a single mother residing in New York City. She had recently graduated college and managed to secure a job as an assistant news editor in a very established media house. Alicia's life was a dream. She had a stunning apartment in a very safe area, a growing career, and a sweetheart of a son. Sebastian was her world, but things were soon going to change.
If you like our content and want to see more, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Now, enjoy the story.
Alicia fell pregnant with her son in her final year of college. She separated from his father shortly after she found out she was pregnant. It was a difficult few months for her, but she managed to rise above. She did her best to give Sebastian everything he deserved. Sebastian was an angel. He rarely cried and always welcomed affection from others. When she learned she got the job, she knew her son would quickly adjust to daycare. When Alicia started her job, she soon realized how difficult it was to be apart from her son. She was working for hours on end, researching and editing stories. Being away from Sebastian was definitely a challenge. From the moment her workday started, she wished that it would come to an end just so she could be with him. After working for 6 months, Alicia thought things would get easier, but she was wrong. She would say goodbye to her son in the mornings and only see him later that evening. Things were going perfectly fine. However, in the 7th month, a problem arose that threatened to make matters worse. Alicia's boss informed her that she'd been given a promotion. She was doing great work as an assistant news editor, but they believed that her talents could be better utilized as a features editor. Her supervisor assured her that the job was not as difficult as it appeared and that Alicia would be the ideal candidate for it. However, there was a catch. This was Alicia's dream job. However, it would require her to spend more time at work. She normally worked 8 hours, but with the promotion, she would be required to spend an extra hour a day at the office. Another problem was that this job would require Alicia to travel to different parts of the city to interview people. Would Alicia accept the promotion? Alicia could barely close an eye that evening. She made pros and cons lists and questioned whether it was the right time to accept this position. She knew that it would be great for her career, but her son was so young and she'd see him less. She described her dilemma to her supervisor, who assured her that she would be getting an assistant in less than a month, who would lessen the workload. So what was her response? When her boss told her about the assistant, Alicia instantly knew what she was going to do. She accepted the promotion knowing that this would help her family in the long term. She was prepared for the challenges that the new role would bring, and she couldn't wait to start. Alicia transferred Sebastian to a different daycare that would meet their demands as a result of working longer hours. She had no idea what a huge mistake she'd made. Sebastian's new daycare was very different from the previous one. The employees were much younger and there were a lot more children to take care of. She saw this as an opportunity for her son to make new friends, so she pushed her concerns aside. Trouble was already brewing unbeknownst to her. Sebastian was picked up by Alicia in the evening. She bathed him, cooked him dinner, fed him, and they went to bed. This continued for a week before something went wrong. The evening Alicia picked Sebastian up had been like the others throughout the week. She'd been at work for 10 hours and was finally home with her son in her arms. But when she undressed him for his bath, she saw what the daycare had done to his body. Alicia undressed her baby as she always did when they got home. But today she found more than layers of clothes. One of the nannies had used a green marker pen to write across Sebastian's stomach. Alicia didn't even have time to internalize what she was looking at. Fury boiled within her veins and she reached for her phone. "I'm out of diapers, mommy," read the text across Sebastian's stomach. Welling with fury, Alicia scrolled through her phone book to the daycare, ready to give them a piece of her mind. Why couldn't they tell her such information while she picked up Sebastian or texted? But as she was about to press the call button, Sebastian cooed as if calling for her. Seeing him lying on the bed, she knew first what she needed to do. Alicia picked Sebastian up to clean him. She knew some marker pens could result in rashes on sensitive skin and feared her son might be in danger, but as much as she tried, the ink wasn't coming off. Alicia didn't know what to do. She called one of her friends well-versed in cosmetics and explained everything. Her friend's suggestion was great. "Try sunscreen or coconut oil," Alicia's friend suggested. After a few minutes of rubbing the latter on Sebastian's stomach, the writings finally came off. Alicia spent the rest of the night wondering whether to call the police on the daycare, but by morning she decided not to. Of course, she moved Sebastian back to his old daycare where they'd power through the remainder of the month until the media house assigned Alicia her assistant.
If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.